What comes to mind when you think of Jewish contributions? If you are thinking of bagels, dreidels, and the Star of David, you are not wrong. But what if I told you that the search engine you use every day, the vaccine that saved your childhood, and the very concept of the universe all came from brilliant Jewish minds? For too long, their incredible stories have been overshadowed by corporate brands or just plain lost to history. Today, we uncover 20 world-changing innovations you probably did not know were created by Jewish people. These are not just inventions. They are stories of resilience, of genius sparked in the face of hardship, and of a relentless drive to repair the world, one brilliant idea at a time. If you love uncovering hidden histories like these, make sure to subscribe so you do not miss our next video. Now, let us get into the countdown. We are starting with innovations so foundational, they reshaped science, medicine, and technology for billions of people. Number 20, the flexible drinking straw. This simple convenience was born from a father's empathy. In the 1930s, inventor Joseph Friedman watched his young daughter struggle to drink a milkshake from a straight straw. He inserted a screw into a paper straw and wrapped it with dental floss, creating an accordion-like bend. Patented and produced by his Flex Straw company, it became a massive hit in hospitals, helping bedridden patients drink with ease before it crossed into everyday life and became a household staple. Number 19, the teddy bear. This symbol of childhood was created by Jewish-Russian immigrants Morris and Rose Michtom. In 1902, they were inspired by a cartoon showing President Teddy Roosevelt refusing to shoot a tethered bear cub. Rose sewed a plush version, which Morris put in his Brooklyn toy shop window with a sign that read, "Teddy's Bear." With the president's permission, demand exploded, and they founded the Ideal Toy Company, which became one of America's largest. Number 18, the cherry tomato. While not invented from scratch, the modern cherry tomato was perfected by Israeli professors Nachum Kedar and Chaim Rabinowitz. In the 1970s, they used brilliant genetic breeding to solve the fruit's biggest problems, a short shelf life and bland taste. Their work created a durable, flavorful, and easy-to-harvest tomato that could finally be shipped worldwide, transforming a forgotten plant into a grocery store superstar. Number 17. The shopping cart revolutionized retail thanks to Sylvan Goldman, the son of Jewish immigrants. He was the owner of the Humpty Dumpty supermarket chain, and he noticed customers stopped shopping when their baskets got heavy. Inspired by a folding chair in 1936, he built a folding basket carrier. After a slow start, when men found them effeminate, Goldman hired models to push the carts in his stores. The idea caught on, allowing for bigger stores and forever changing how we shop. Number 16, the flashlight. Safe, portable light was pioneered by Conrad Hubert, a Jewish immigrant from Russia. In the 1890s, he saw the potential of the newly invented portable dry cell battery. He perfected a handheld light made from a paper tube, a battery, and a bulb, and he founded the company that would become Eveready. By donating thousands of flashlights to the New York City police, he generated massive publicity, and he brought a safe, portable alternative to fire-hazardous candles and lamps into every home. Number 15, the ballpoint pen. This humble tool was invented by Laszlo Biro, a Jewish-Hungarian journalist who was fed up with leaky fountain pens. He noticed that newspaper ink dried instantly and wondered how to get that thick ink into a pen. The answer came from watching kids play with marbles. A rolling ball could transfer a thin, even line. Working with his brother, a chemist, he designed a pen with a tiny rotating ball bearing at the tip. After fleeing to Argentina to escape rising anti-Semitism, he patented Biro, creating the world's most popular writing tool. Number 14, the microphone. Every time you speak into a phone or use a voice assistant, you are using technology pioneered by Emil Berliner, a German Jewish immigrant. Arriving in the United States in 1870, he saw Alexander Graham Bell's telephone and was inspired to improve it. In 1877, he invented the carbon microphone, which dramatically improved vocal clarity and volume, making the telephone a practical device for the first time. Bell's company bought the patent, and Berliner's invention became the basis for microphones used for the next century. Number 13. Drip irrigation. This technology, which made the desert bloom, was the brainchild of Israeli engineer Simcha Blass. In the 1930s, he noticed a single tree that was thriving without water, and he discovered a tiny leak in an underground pipe was feeding its roots directly. He realized a slow, steady application of water was incredibly efficient. In 1965, he partnered with a kibbutz to form Netafim, creating the first modern drip irrigation systems that now save water and boost crop yields worldwide. The couch potato was born when Robert Adler, a Jewish Austrian immigrant, invented the Space Command remote in 1956. Fleeing the Nazis, Adler became a top physicist at Zenith. Tasked with creating a wireless remote that avoided the failures of earlier light-based models, he used ultrasonics. Buttons on the remote struck aluminum rods, creating high-frequency tones the television could decipher. It was a battery-free, game-changing success that dominated the market for 25 years. Number 11. Aspirin. For over a century, credit for this wonder drug was given to a chemist at Bayer, but the true mind behind it was his Jewish supervisor, Arthur Eichengruen. In the 1890s, Eichengruen directed his subordinate, Felix Hoffmann, to synthesize a stable, stomach-friendly version of salicylic acid. Eichengruen championed the new compound, but his role was erased during the Nazi era. It was not until 1999 that historical records were re-examined, confirming Eichengruen as the true inventor whose legacy was stolen. It is incredible how many of these stories have been lost or hidden. We are committed to bringing them to light. So if you appreciate this work, take a moment to hit that subscribe button. All right, on to our top 10. Number 10. Streptomycin. The first effective treatment for tuberculosis was discovered by Selman Waksman, a Ukrainian Jewish immigrant who fled prejudice in Russia and arrived in the United States in 1910. A brilliant microbiologist, he spent decades studying soil organisms. In 1943, his lab isolated streptomycin, an antibiotic that proved effective against tuberculosis and other deadly diseases. Waksman, who also coined the term antibiotic, received the Nobel Prize in 1952 for his world-changing discovery. Number 9. The cardiac pacemaker and defibrillator. Before the 1950s, restarting a stopped heart was a brutal procedure. That changed thanks to Dr. Paul Zoll, a Jewish-American cardiologist. While serving as an Army physician in World War II, he observed that the heart muscle contracted when given an electrical stimulus. In 1952, he used that knowledge to invent the first external pacemaker, and he applied electrical shocks to resuscitate a patient. His work led to the external defibrillator, and it laid the foundation for all modern implantable cardiac devices, saving millions of lives. The unofficial uniform of the world was born from a partnership between two Jewish immigrants. In 1853, Levi Strauss was selling supplies to gold rush miners in San Francisco, and he noticed their pants fell apart. A tailor named Jacob Davis had the idea to reinforce the pants with metal rivets, but he could not afford the patent. Strauss funded the patent, and in 1873 they began making riveted waist overalls from a tough French fabric called serge de Nîmes, or denim. What began as durable workwear became a global cultural icon. Number 7. Wazy. This traffic-beating app is a product of modern Israeli ingenuity. It was developed by entrepreneurs Ehud Shabtai, Amir Shinar, and Uri Levine, who had the idea to create a community-driven navigation tool. Launched in 2008, Waze uses GPS data from its users' phones to provide real-time traffic updates, a revolutionary concept that promised to outsmart traffic together. The Israeli startup was so successful it was acquired by Google in 2013, but its core development still happens in Israel. Number 6. The oral contraceptive pill. This pill, which sparked a social revolution, was co-developed by Gregory Pincus, an American biologist born to Russian Jewish immigrants. In the 1950s, funded by activist Catherine McCormick, Pincus and his team showed that progesterone could inhibit ovulation. He overcame legal barriers and scientific skepticism to develop a hormonal pill, conducting the first large-scale human trials in 1956. The pill gave women unprecedented control over their fertility, and it transformed society. The entire video game industry owes its existence to Ralph Baer, a Jewish refugee who fled Nazi Germany with his family just before Kristallnacht. After serving in United States military intelligence in World War II, he became an engineer. In 1966, he had a revolutionary idea. What if you could interact with your television? Working in secret, he developed the Brown Box, the first home video game console. Licensed as the Magnavox Odyssey in 1972, it laid the foundation for every PlayStation, Xbox, and Nintendo to come. Number 4. The Marvel Universe. This one isn't a physical invention, but an entire universe that has shaped pop culture, springing from the minds of Jewish creators like Stan Lee and Jack Kirby. Their heroes were flawed, neurotic outsiders, a theme rooted in that experience. The X-Men, hated and feared for being different, are a powerful allegory for persecution, and their arch-nemesis, Magneto, is a Holocaust survivor whose vow is never again. They used comics to explore themes of alienation and social justice, creating modern myths. Number 3. Google. Two Stanford doctoral students, Larry Page and Sergey Brin, created what became Google, the world's most powerful information tool. Brin's family fled Jewish persecution in the Soviet Union, and Page's maternal grandfather was of Jewish heritage. Working from their dorm room, they developed a revolutionary way to rank web pages based on incoming links, which became PageRank. Originally called Backrub, they founded Google in 1998, changing how billions of people access information forever. Number 2. The polio vaccine. The man who defeated one of the 20th century's most feared diseases was Jonas Salk, the son of Russian Jewish immigrants from New York. In the early 1950s, polio paralyzed thousands of children each year. Salk defied prevailing scientific opinion by creating a vaccine made from a killed polio virus, believing it could grant immunity without risk. After famously testing it on himself and his own family, national trials in 1955 confirmed it was safe and effective, turning Salk into a global hero. Albert Einstein, born to assimilated Jewish parents in Germany, redefined our understanding of the universe. Though he rejected formal religion, he strongly identified with his Jewish heritage, especially in the face of rising anti-Semitism in Europe. In 1905, his miracle year, he published his theory of special relativity, including the iconic equation E equals mc squared. His work became a cornerstone of modern physics, and he remains the ultimate symbol of Jewish genius. From the fabric of our genes to the fabric of space-time, these 20 innovations show the power of seeing the world differently. These creators, often outsiders, found inspiration in frustration, survived persecution, and relentlessly pursued ideas that changed our daily lives and our fundamental understanding of reality. The hidden history of Jewish innovation is all around us, woven into the very fabric of the modern world. If you found this journey as fascinating as we did, subscribe and join our community of curious minds.